guys, what is up and welcome back to another. I was gonna do something cool there, but like I'm not gonna do it now. Hello, welcome. How are you? I've missed you. I've missed you the most. Let me know if you guys do this too, but I know I am always so stressed out when I try to make butter slimes because they all promise to be like the best slime clay or the softest clay. And you know what? They didn't work. It was a huge waste of money and it made me really sad. So today, gonna spill a little tea in this one. Gonna expose some clay companies, because that's a popular thing to do. But before we go, you guys know the drill. Social media is down below. I would love to have you. I love all of your faces and the rest of your bodies that are attached to them. And I hope you guys want to see what I'm doing when I'm not on YouTube, when I'm doing other stuff. I watch a lot of Netflix. I don't really do a lot of stuff, but you should still if you guys want to help out this channel, if you like the video, if you like what I do, then definitely go down below. Click subscribe if you're not. I don't know why you wouldn't be like, but you wanna do Colin's Key 5-second challenge? Go hit like and subscribe and leave a nice comment. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You better have done it. Did you do it? You should probably go do it now, out of guilt, you know. Notification fam. Hello, I love you very much. You guys are all amazing. If you guys want a chance to be featured like these amazing, beautiful, awesome people, then all you have to do is go down below, turn notifications on, and leave me a nice comment letting me know that you did that in the first hour that the video goes live. Yeah, let's go do that. Okay. I had such high hopes for the clear putty. I thought it would even be a great way to potentially create clear butter slimes, which I've always wanted to do. But when I opened it, I was so confused because it says putty on the box, but it was definitely like a really soft, clear slime, but a little bit less stretchy. Definitely not the thick putty texture I was expecting at all. When I mixed it into my clear slime, it just seemed to make the slime a little bit less stretchy. There wasn't really any change at all, which I thought was super weird. It did keep the slime clear, which I really loved, but this putty was $8 for those 3.5 ounces of slime putty stuff, which is a little bit expensive for something that literally did not change the slime at all. So personally, I just feel like it's totally not worth it and kind of a huge waste of money when you can easily make your own putty by just overactivating clear slime. I actually have a recipe I'm going to show you guys in a few weeks of my favorite clear slime putty recipes. But I just honestly can't imagine what this kind of putty would be good for unless you're just playing with it on its own. But it says mixers, so I'd think that you'd want to mix it into something. I don't know. I just wasn't a huge fan. I feel like there are definitely better things to spend your money on than a clear slime, you know? I definitely didn't have any high hopes for the oven baked clay, but I've always wondered what would happen if you mixed it into slime, so I had to try it out. This one was about $2 for 2 ounces, so not crazy expensive. The texture was a bit waxy and definitely super, super dense. As much as possible, I always tried to mix each of the clays into clear slime and into white slime because I know they're gonna react differently and I wanna make sure you guys have a good idea of what you're getting when you buy the clay, so I definitely did that here and I made them look like little eggs. They're so cute. It was super tough to mix this clay into the slime, but it did make a nice fluffy slime once it was mixed. It definitely didn't spread or stretch very well. It kind of reminded me of an overactivated fluffy slime. You know, it's really nice to squish and it's really nice to squeeze, but it's definitely not a slime that you'd want to spread, and I don't feel like it was like a butter slime at all. So technically this clay does work in slime, but if you're like me and you're on the hunt for a perfect butter slime clay, this definitely is not it. I've heard a ton of people say this clay is amazing, and a ton of people say that they absolutely hated it so much. So I was super excited to try it out for myself. It's $9.95 and you get 8.11 ounces of clay, which is way bigger than I thought it was. I thought it was really overpriced until I actually got the box, and it is huge. When you first open it, it has a really slimy, kind of waxy feel on the outside, which I thought was strange. But when you take it out of the package and play with it a little bit, it's really, really light and fluffy. I actually really loved this clay. You guys are gonna see it next week when I show you guys the best slime clay. So, you know, stay tuned for that. I included it in my most hated clays as well because it literally never worked for me in clear slime. I tried it a few times off camera, and every single time it turned really, really hard and really rubbery, and there was nothing good about it. So definitely not a bad clay, but if you're looking for a clay that you want to use in clear slime, this probably isn't it, but it works amazingly in white slime. Stay tuned for next week because it was definitely one of my favorites. I've heard so many things about the Nendo soft clay, and I was super excited to try this one as well because it's supposed to be really, really inflating. The boxes are super pretty, and it wasn't too expensive, about the same price as Daiso clay for $6 for the same amount of ounces. When I started stretching these ones and warming them up, I noticed that they were super crumbly. Not just normal crumbly like you would see in a clay, but they were crumbling in my hands. So I am still filming like the mixing, but I'm trying to roll this out so that it can, you know, work for what I'm trying to make it do. And it's just not working. It is so crumbled. So I don't know if I got a bad one or what, but I guess we're just gonna work with it, I guess. I don't know. I don't like this. I was trying to knead the clay into the balls so that I could decorate them, and they were literally just falling apart. So I don't know if I got really old boxes or if mine were maybe sealed properly. But I even got to the point where I was trying to add lotion or glycerin or something to soften it so that it would even just stick together for the video, and it just would not work. When I started mixing them into slime, it got a little bit better, and overall the slime turned out really nice, really fluffy, really holdable. I really, really loved the way it turned out. But there was still some chunks of clay that were hardened already in the package that just would not dissolve in the slime. So that was really frustrating. I had to go and pick them out myself. So overall, I definitely want to give this clay another try, but I think I would go to somewhere that would guarantee the clay would be a little bit fresher. So if you guys try out this clay, just be aware that I guess it dries out really quickly in the packages. And last but not least, so this clay is the only clay out of the bunch I noticed was described as foam clay or a foam formula on the box. I'm really interested to know what clay foam means, because it makes it sound like it's going to be super light and super fluffy for butter slimes. This clay came with 2 individually wrapped 1-ounce packages of clay, and it cost me about $8.95 on Amazon. I will say this was definitely my favorite clay right out of the package. It was so soft and so fluffy and super sizzly. From the start, I definitely thought it was going to be my new favorite clay, I'm not gonna lie. But if you are expecting a happy ending, it definitely didn't happen, because the second I started mixing my clay into my slime, it just started getting softer and softer. I tried to fight it by adding more borax in as I was mixing, but literally nothing was getting this back to a slime consistency. Off camera, I tried twice more to mix this into different slimes and see if maybe I was doing something wrong the first time or if it was just an anomaly and it normally wouldn't happen. And every single time it did the exact same thing. So I will say, out of all the slimes I tried today, this is definitely my most hated. I would never ever buy this again. I don't know if it was just me. I think it had to do with maybe an ingredient that I used in my slime, or maybe the food coloring I was using. If I'm paying so much money for clay to mix into my slime, I want to know that it's going to mix in and I'm not going to be wasting my money because it dissolves, you know? No tea, but I would never buy this slime clay again, and I'm really sad I wasted so much money on it. Oh no, it's doing it again. What? This is oh gosh. Oh, this is like a not okay. We're just gonna... That was it for the video. Did you guys like it? Did you guys hopefully find some clays that you should literally never purchase in your life? Some of them I was so surprised because everybody talks really highly about them, but for some reason, for me, I might have been doing something wrong. If you guys have tried these clays and they work really well for you, please let me know down in the comments like what you did, what you made, maybe some different ways that I can try them out. And if you guys want me to retry some of these clays and maybe give them a second chance, also let me know down below. Maybe I misjudged them. If you guys are looking for a new butter slime recipe, if you guys have been using clays but you want to know if maybe there's something better or cheaper out there or just an easier way to make awesome slimes, then definitely check out next week's video because it's full of like amazing slimes rather than like fail slimes. So I hope you guys like this video. I love you very much. Here's a sneak peek of next week. Goodbye. That was so awkward. Hello, I love you. My eyeliner is really uneven. Do you see it? Oh my god, that's so bad. Mwah!